some cloud cover last night and early this morning. Temperatures dropped about 20 degrees. It's in the 40s right now. Birds are starting to wake up. It's pretty much shoot time right now. But I was here a couple nights ago and saw over 20 deer. Saw 6 bucks. 2 of them were shooters. I just couldn't get a shot on them. So hopefully we can change that this morning. See you in a little bit, hopefully. It's been raining for 2 hours. Now the sun pops out. We should have some deer movement soon. I had literally turned my phone off after the last video and looked to my right, and there was 5 deer standing there. All does, no antlers. Hopefully things will happen. Oh, okay. Well, I've been sitting here all day. It was going to be an all-day sit, and the rancher got up and took off and on a quad in front of me. I mean, he's like 200-300 yards away, but I could hear him in his little quad. Anyway, he come around. Long story short, he drives around, jumps a couple different flocks of turkeys, and he comes up. He sees my truck, and he comes up to where I was at, and he says, "You looking for a deer?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "There's a nice forker horn right up there on that little ridge." I just drove by him. I don't think they went anywhere. They just got up and walked off a little bit. So I've been sitting there all morning, and that was the exact direction I thought the deer were going to come from. And I was waiting for them to come that way, and I thought, oh, maybe he messed it up. Who knows? So anyway, we talked there for 15 minutes or so, and he was going to go back towards his house. And I said, I think I'm going to get my truck and drive over there and see if I can find it. Well, I don't know if you can see that or not, but I found him. This is a nice buck. He's a perfect blacktail. Beautiful eye guards, big forks, big old black face, and just a beautiful deer. You can see he's just still got a little velvet on his antler right there. Check that out. But he's got some pretty good mass to his horns. Anyway, got my deer finally. Anyway, he didn't mess it up. So I had a beautiful day. It's been cold all morning. Not cold. It was in the high 40s, and it's been like around 50 all day, but it's been sprinkling on and off rain. And now the sun's kind of coming out. I just knew the deer were going to start moving. As soon as I turned the video off earlier, I turned to my right, and there was 5 deer standing there, and that was right before he actually drove off out in front of me, and I was looking at 5 deer, and they were looking at him, and then they kind of just walked off real fast. But anyway, got me a buck.